Well, the frequency is not unused. This is K4PW, net control for the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. Is there any emergency or priority traffic? The answer, obviously, no. If there is, jump in now or 911 first. Bet it's going to be easier for them to get to your house than for me to do that, or for any of our people, unless they live right next door to you. But that may be broken at any time for an emergency course. For information on that, you can go right now to YouTube and see the display on my SWR signal strength meter. It's connected to my radio. You can get a good idea what your signal looks like compared to others, as well as hear other stations that you might not be able to hear through the YouTube thing. And put my call in the search block on YouTube. It will bring up the premiere, and you'll see it there. I think it says, I don't know, I think it says premiere or live or something like that. I've never looked. I only do it from this end. You can also go to see some simplex information on 146.415.net. You can also go to groups.io and sign up for our email system. It's an email reminder system. You can also exchange messages between each other and exchange technical information or sale or purchase of equipment. Preferably ham radio stuff, because we like to keep it all involved with ham radio. Or you can send me an email if you didn't understand any of it beforehand at k4pew@arrl.net. We normally meet at 8 p.m. every Wednesday and Saturday night. And tonight we do the net on 146.415 FM, as well as we're making a slight change, or our random 446.415 immediately following that. And following that is the 228.415 on 10 meters upper sideband, and then 223.415 on 220 band. Yeah, we use the 415 almost throughout just because we got bad memory. Easy to remember, that's for sure. Except for the 2 meter upper sideband that we do on Saturday nights. That's 144.240 because it's part of the band with the 415 we can't use for 2 meters. It is. Purpose net is have fun. By the way, we have another 10 meter net on Sunday nights, 7:30 p.m. done by Mike KM4YRF, and it's on the same frequency, 28.415. And it's at 7:30 p.m. on Sunday nights. As far as announcements, real quick, is don't forget we got Shoneys Breakfast in Lebanon this Saturday. That's in Lebanon. It opens at 6, so we can be there even earlier. I plan on being there about 7, because the Hamfest is at Cedars of Lebanon, just around the corner and down the road a bit. And I believe that opens at 8. But anyway, I decided to be a nice opportunity to put the breakfast that end of the territory. Hopefully, we'll get more people going to the Hamfest too. Any other events? Let's see, the Shoneys, the Hamfest. Anybody else got anything else? That's a big no. All righty. Tonight is net number 927. We're starting from the east, but we'll be taking check-ins from mobile, short on time, and demented people. No, the mobile, short on time, and first-time callers. Well, there was a couple in there. I think I heard Richard, KI4SIB, and I assume you're checking in KI4SOR.
Yes, sir.
Very good. You over at the fair tonight? Yo, Richard. I lost Richard. Yeah, I think he's at the fairgrounds. Still there, Richard? Who is the other party? Please come now.
Kilo 4 Victor Drum.
Yeah, very good. How are you doing tonight?
We're doing all right. A little fitting with the demand crowd, but we're doing all right. And just surviving.
Oh, I think we're all a little bit demented after all the craziness we go through in life.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Very good. Everything else good for you?
Oh, yeah. I woke up this morning, so I'm able to jump on the net tonight, so I guess that's something.
Yeah, we have to be thankful every day we're given.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, I'll say good evening to you, and I will say good evening to everybody on the net that can hear me. And I'll turn it back over to you. Keep over again.
Very good. That's Mike in Hendersonville, Kilo 4 Victor Alpha with a great signal. Who else is short on time or mobile or first time caller? Okay, Roger, I caught part of that. It's Kilo Quebec 4. What's the rest of that call?
Hotel Quebec.
I'm sorry, quite a bit of noise in there. One more time, please.
Hotel Quebec.
Okay, I got the Quebec Zulu, but not the character right after the 4. What is that character again? Give it to me a couple times. When it didn't work that time, it was noise. Just the first character. I mean, the last 3 digits. I had the Quebec Zulu. What was the one before? All right, I lost him too. Anybody know who that is? I know it's Roger, but who else?
Kilo Quebec 4. Hotel Quebec.
Oh, there we go. I got it. You called. You checked in before. I didn't recognize the call. I'm sorry about that. You doing all right tonight? You must be in a bad spot, or are you in an HT or what?
I'm on a ICOM 2730.
I'm trying to remember where you are. Oh, you're quite a distance. You're in Dixon Springs. No wonder it's a little tough for us tonight, huh?
Roger, being on Simplexton, I hit many repeaters.
Oh no. That's the. I don't know. I upset a couple of repeater owners, but it's not on purpose because while we joke about repeaters and not using them, all of us have used repeaters. So it's not as if we shy away from repeaters. We just enjoy doing Simplex. But you've got a good. You're coming in about 31 miles, so you're coming in pretty good.
Thanks for the check-in, and
Yeah, very good. I mean, you're actually. I didn't realize exactly where Dixon Springs is. I just looked at the map, and you're on the other side of Hartsville, so you're doing a great job tonight.
correct. I'm actually in between Hartsville and Lafayette at the Macon Drive County line on Highway 10. For some reason, the mapping on the mailing's got me in Springs.
Oh no, I got you. I see what you're talking about though, where you're located in on 10, and it is almost midway between Lafayette and Hartsville.
Exactly.
Well, you're doing a good job, Roger.
Thank you. Have a good evening. 73 and I'll stand by. Thank you.
Very good. That's Roger. He's in Dixon Springs, actually halfway between to Lafayette from Hartsville on 10, if you know where that is. Kilo Quebec 4 Hotel Quebec Zulu. Doing real well from that. Even though it's 31 miles, it's pretty tough terrain between here and Dixon Springs. Anybody else short on time or mobile? All righty, we're taking calls from the east then. Please come now.
KM4YRF.
Too strong a signal, man. So you're going to have to share with the station. This is a socialized network. You have to share with the weaker stations.
How about I get you with a quarter watt?
Oh, you can hit me with less than that, I'm sure.
Well, I'm sitting here playing with my little CW tutor, trying to pick up on some CW.
Yeah, well, we ought to have a practice session routinely on that. You know that I don't mean on the air because I've embarrassed myself, but we ought to really have some kind of practice.
Oh my goodness, you wouldn't believe how bad I am. But I built this little CW tutor in the Wilson County group over there, and I hadn't played with it in a pretty good bit, so I got it out tonight, hooked it up, and it works, and it's really fun to play with.
Well, it's CW, like a lot of things, including language skills, takes discipline and daily application of the practice, and that's hard for us to do these days.
Well, it wouldn't be so hard for me if I wasn't still working. I'm hoping that when I actually finally retire, that I'll sit down and be disciplined enough to learn it. Because I really like to learn it.
Yep, no, I'm with you. Well, very good. Anything else for the net, Michael?
Nope. Looking forward to the breakfast Saturday and the Hamfest after that.
Yeah, it should be fun. Very good. That's Michael, KM4YRF. He's here in Mount Juliet, a couple of miles east of me. And he takes over the reins when I'm not around. And he also does the Sunday night net on 10 meters, as well as sometimes does the net control for the Cheatham County Aries nets. I'm not sure what else he does on the side. It's a gig he's got. Makes a lot of fun. Who else is short on time or mobile? No, going from the east. That's where we are, east.
Whiskey
Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa, Michael in Lebanon.
Hey, Michael, am I going to get to meet you over at the Hamfest in Cedars?
I hadn't even planned on it this weekend. I think I got somebody going on that day.
Oh, that's all right. I understand. Saturdays are family days.
It is, and I've got I'm watching my son's dog. He's on an Alaskan cruise, and she's kind of a kiddish dog, so I got to probably have to hang around with her.
Oh, cool. How long does this cruise go? That's pretty nice deal going on an Alaskan cruise.
Yeah, they got 7 days. They've been looking forward to it for over a year now, and finally got it scheduled, and they're on it. So they left yesterday, and then they'll be back next Tuesday.
I think the only way I can afford an Alaskan cruise is 7 days. I'd have to be doing the dishes.
Well, I've done those cruises, and you know how they are. Mine was always a working cruise, but theirs is going to be a little bit more luxurious. And I think they got a lot of points off because this is like their 4th or 5th cruise. I think you get points for that.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I know what you're talking about, the working cruise, that's for sure. Although everything wasn't bad, though. I mean, being at sea can be fun even when it's even though you're in the military.
Well, it's 6 months and half days. You got to appreciate that.
Yeah, it's not even quite half days, you know that. I mean, our schedule was we did 16 to 18 hours almost every day at sea.
Well, that was me. A good portion of them, I was a supervisor, so I was at least 14 to 15 hours a day, almost every day. But it was a little more than half day, and they paid me overtime, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, time and a half of nothing is nothing.
Exactly. You went to the same school I did.
Yeah, very good, Michael. And I'm glad you served the country. You did a lot longer than I did, that's for sure. Mine was just a seemingly short 4 years, but it didn't seem that short.
Well, at that point in time, I guess I was overly wealthy, so I needed those poverty wages.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Anyway, yeah, nobody gets rich in the military, that's for sure. Anyway, anything else for that, Michael?
No, sir. Thank you for doing it tonight. I was just hitting the other net, the W4 AEO, before I got over here, and they're at the fair sweating a little bit. So I'll let you get back to it. Appreciate you being out there. And I'll just say 73 to you, Paul. And this is Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Yeah, very good. That was Michael in Lebanon, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa. Who else is east?
Okay, I'm for HQ.
Hey, Stan, you got a big signal tonight, man.
Oh, thanks, Paul.
Anything good going over there in the eastern part of the county?
No, just trying to stay cool.
Yeah, I noticed, and I looked up the weather within the last hour because I was looking to see what's going to be like tomorrow. It said temperature right now was 85. It says it feels like it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it said it was like, I don't remember if it said 97 or 98 or 99. It's just hot. Like today, it's just plain hot. I mean, you don't even have to know what the temperature is to know it's really, really hot.
Yeah, I know it. It's summertime now.
Hey, did you get that transmitter fixed up?
No, I have it on the bench and cut the cover off of it. If you will, would you bring me the manual for it? I left it in your car.
Oh, did you really? Oh, great. I wouldn't have noticed that. Very good. I'll grab that manual and I'll bring the car with me on Saturday. So you're going to be at the breakfast or at the Hamfest, right?
Yeah, I'll probably be at the breakfast.
All right, that'd be great. I'll see you then.
All right, Paul. Back to the KM4HQ.
Yeah, very good. That was Stan in Lebanon. Kilo Mike 4 Hotel Quebec Echo. Who else is east or north? Nobody up north tonight? Wow, they're all sleeping up north. Nobody? Very good. Over to the west.
KG4 ILV, Jack and Donaldson.
Yeah, we wonder if I had to go out and spin my antenna around or something. How you doing, Jack?
I had to chime in so you know you were on the air.
I know. That was just that dead air kind of routine, you know?
So what's happening up north? Nothing?
I guess. They took the night off, I guess. Maybe they all went to the fair.
I don't have much to say.
Very good. That was Jack. Kilo Golf 4, India, Lima, Victor. He's in Donaldson. Who else is west?
KG4 CXE.
Hey, man, this is unusual, man. Usually, bringing up the rear.
I know, I was sitting there playing the guitar. I missed the heat. So then it went on, and I said, well, I'll check in west like I used to.
Did you still giving lessons in guitar?
No, I hadn't done that in quite some time. I've just been way too busy since I took on all the engineering work again.
Yeah, I know. I get it. I just wondered because I know you used to do that.
Yeah, it was a good time. Those were my brain wasn't it didn't work every day like it does.
Then you had leftover brain time.
Yeah, it really did. It was a lot more cycles, which was it gave it a little more sense of peace. I would have to say, instead of a little sense of chaos, because I think that comes with every business. But it's just how it works.
Yeah, I know. When I was employed, since I was salaried, I tended, you take it, the view of work is different. Even though I used to keep a fairly non-rigid schedule, just to the nature of what I did for a living. But at the same time, work was rarely too far from my brain, even at night.
Yeah, that's a larger chunk of life right there. So yeah, it was different when you were teaching something like guitar.
Yeah, no, that's kind of neat. Okay, very good. That was Chris. He's in the Rural Hill, Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo. I said, the reason I stumbled, there was something, a little warning came up on screen, said something about not being connected to a drive. I'm thinking, no, I think you're wrong. I am connected to a drive. I don't know what that warning, I'd never seen it before. Who else is east or west? Nobody else west? Everybody must be watching. The debate's on now. Is that what's going on right now? West, or football, soccer, baseball. Anyway, nobody else west? Okay, down to the south. Holy mackerel, man. We're running slim pickings tonight. How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing good. It's kind of quiet. I thought the debate was tomorrow or something. I could be wrong. But yeah, I'm looking forward to breakfast at a new place and then checking out the little Hamfest out there at the park.
Yeah, well, you've been over the park before, haven't you?
I have never made any of the ham events like that.
Oh, very good. Yeah, it's unique because it's right in the woods off of the little path. There's a little driving path there, but nobody's driving it. Well, you can drive it to deliver equipment, but it's just really it's not a well-worn path for vehicles, and it's all closed off, and just a bunch of people set up on the sides of this path. It's kind of like a backwoods Hamfest.
Well, I mean, it's worth checking out. You never know, it might be something worth spending some money on. But I just wanted to remind everybody, because I know we do have veterans on here. If you haven't done it, go to the Corps of Engineers office over by Percy Priest and get a card that costs you nothing, that gives you free access to you and everybody in your vehicle to any national park or federal park.
Oh, that's where they issue those things?
Yep, you just go there and sign a paper and then give you a card for veterans. And then there's also one that they do for senior citizens. That one costs money.
Oh, cool. Anyway, Michael K3 MPR just gave a note there that anyone who's a veteran can go over to the Corps of Engineers office on Percy Priest. I'm not sure exactly where that is, but you can tell them to bring your veteran's ID, and you can sign up, and they give you a free card to go to any national park in the country for free. I don't know what that saves, because again, the last time it was a national park was about 60 years ago. Anyway, you know how much it normally is, Mike?
I was wanting to say the last park that I went to was down in Puerto Rico, and it was I think it was almost $14.
It's not terrible, but $14 in your pocket's better than in somebody else's.
Now, what I've heard they've done over in the Smoky Mountains with the national park there, they got free access to the park, but now they charge you for parking. But all you got to do is have either a veteran's ID or a retired ID, DD 214, just something that shows that you served in the military. And it's worth having just in case you ever do travel somewhere and want access to a park.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's what I need, another card to slam in my wallet to make it weigh 12 pounds. Anyway, that was Mike, Kilo 3 Mike Papa Romeo. He's here in Mount Juliet, just east of me. Anybody else, any place, anywhere, please come down. Hello, Larry. I hear you this time. It's a little rough, but it's Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor. Anything good going on? All right, very good. That was Larry in Rockvale. Rougher than normal, but I think it's because I moved my antenna. Hopefully that'll get better when I get an improved antenna up here. That was Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor, Larry in Rockvale. Anybody else? Any place, anywhere? Any place, anywhere? Please come now. Very good. I'm sure there's people watching the debates. I never watch debates for those that are listening. Never. I hate them. I hate the debates because they don't prove a damn thing. It's just, I don't know. I feel like it's a waste of time, but that's just me. All right. Well, then we're going to move over to, unless I hear anybody else in the next minute, or next 12 seconds, we're going to move over to 446-415, 446-415. And then after that, we'll be going over to the 28.415, and after that to the 223.415. So unless I hear a complaint, we're going over to 446-415.
WV0NO.
Aha! You've been just sandbagging over there, Mark?
No, I had a Walmart delivery that showed up late, so I was down dealing with that. And you got done in a hurry.
Oh, I get done in a hurry because we got, what do we get? We get 12 check-ins or something like that.
Yep. All right. Well, make me 13.
I think you are 13. I think that's what it is. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Well, whoever shows up, obviously there's obviously things that happen in everybody's life. I mean, Simplex Net isn't the most important thing on the earth. Of course it's not. Anyway, anything else for the net, Mark?
Nope, not a thing.
Going over to Cedars of Lebanon or the breakfast?
No. Fortunately, I have my grandson this weekend, so I got other things.
Oh, that's awesome. Bring him for breakfast. No, that's great. You have a grandson. That's terrific. Anyway, that was Mark, Whiskey Bravo 0, November, Oscar. He's in Northwest Wilson. Anybody else out there before we move? All right, I'm going to 446-415. We'll see you there. K4P. All righty, this is Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey with the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net on 446-415. Looking for chickens.
KM4YRF, and you're blowing me out.
Very good. It's KM4YRF. I just remember on this radio, I'm only doing like 20 watts on 70 centimeters.
Well, you're S7 to me, but I'm just, right out your back door.
Almost. Well, I hope not. Let me get a look out there. Hold on. Who else is? Let's do it from the right. We're going from the south first. Who's out? Who's from the south? Anybody? K3 MPR. Michael got you in there solid. Good signal. And then we have Michael KM4YRF before that. Anybody else south? South or east?
KM4HQ.
Ah, very good. You sound fine there, Stan. Kilo Mike 4 Hotel Quebec Echo. Anybody else east or south? Or north?
KB9RKK.
Ah, KB9RKK. Yeah, you missed our 2-meter net. We had a really short net.
Yeah, it looks like it. I just got up here and I was like, oh, I'm missing a bunch of nets. So then I just turned it on and it just happened to be on the frequency. I heard you.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, there was only, I think there's a bunch of stuff going on. I think some of them were watching the debate or something. I think that's on right now.
Yeah, plus I think they're doing I know W4EAO was doing a net as well.
Right. No, I heard about that. Yes, I did. That's why I assumed it. Like I said, there's all kinds of reasons net gets shorter than others, but that's fine. I can finish early and go do something else. Anyway, that's Frank, Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo, Kilo, in northwest of Mount Juliet. Who else is north? East, southeast, north, or west?
JG4ILV.
Hey, Jack, you sound good. How do I sound to you over there?
Sound like you're overdriving or something.
Overdrive. I shouldn't be, but I guess I could be. Is that any better?
That just sounds a little scratchy. I can read you fine, but it's just not clean.
Oh, okay. Well, you're a little scratchy, but your voice sounds good.
All right, thanks, Paul.
Very good. That was Jack in Donaldson. Anybody? KG4ILV. Who else? Anybody else? Any place, anywhere? All righty, we had a top of 6 on 2 meters. Excuse me, on 70 centimeters, and I think it was 13 on 2 meters. We're running over to 28.415. 28.415. I just stepped on one of the dogs. You can hear that. When you get 6 of them, it's hard not to. Anyway, where was it? Oh yeah, I'm going to 28.415. I'll see you there. Right now they got all that squared away. What is who else? Who's all out there from the south here on Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net on 28.415 from the south?
K3 MPR once again.
Very good. You sound great. That's on your end fed, I take it.
Yep, that's on the end fed. 30 watts is I think what I got it dialed down to.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. Well, again, you're very close to me, so I'm not surprised. Who else out there from the east?
KM4 YRF coming at you like a scalded hog.
Oh man, scalded apes are better. They're faster.
I couldn't think fast enough.
Normally, a scalded hog is to pull their hair off, don't you?
I reckon.
All right, very good. That was Michael, KM4YRF. Anybody else east? And nobody else east. I was expecting Stan to be in there. Got nothing. Let's go over to the north or west.
KG4 ILV.
I heard Jack. I heard somebody else in there. Hold on one second. Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor being Jack and Donaldson. Who was the other station? Kind of weak.
Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo Kilo.
Was there? Were you the weak station?
Yeah, I was all the way on 0. I had to all the way down.
Oh, I guess you did. Yeah, because that was like somebody was way off in the distance. Even 0 got you some power out, huh?
Yeah, well, you're pretty close to me.
Well, 0 is pretty low. All right, very good. That's Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo Kilo, Frank in Northwest Mount Juliet. Anybody else west or anywhere? All right, grand total of 5. Very short net tonight. Anybody else looking for even lollygaggers, lurkers, and sandbaggers anywhere, any place? Please come down. Very good. We're going to go over to 223.415 and close out this portion of the net here, as well as on the YouTube thingy, because I don't think very much. We don't have any visibility on the 220 band here. So, well, everybody have a good night. We'll catch you later. Appreciate everybody who checked in. K4 PEW 73. Am I hearing somebody else out there? I do hear a Kilo 4 station. Is anybody else copying that? No, it's too hard for me to make out, and nobody else is hearing it, so I'm just going to let it lie, unfortunately. If that's you out there, whoever it is, if it's somebody trying to check in, just reach me at my email, k4pew@arrl.net. K4pew. Good night, everybody.